It looked to me like a scene at a bring your kids or bring your son-in-law to work day. The president calling Jared Kushner over to a photo op with the Japanese prime minister, the same son-in-law Trump ordered aides to give a security clearance to. Notable, given what we learned this week from Trump's fired Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, who told the House Foreign Affairs Committee he was less than impressed by how Kushner dealt with foreign policy, specifically cutting Tillerson out of the loop and making an end run around diplomats. Frank, Ashley, and the table are back. Ashley, it's still weird to see Jared Kushner on the world stage like he would be there if he were anything other than Trump's daughter's husband.
Yeah, what's striking about Jared at this point is that, first of all, nobody has anything but an incredibly strong opinion about Jared. This comes out anytime you try to do any reporting on him. He's sort of viscerally polarizing in the president's orbit and in the White House. But because he is family, because he is Ivanka's husband, he's a survivor and he has favored status, and sort of not unlike an octopus, he has tentacles everywhere. So he is playing the role of a sort of Karl Rove type on the campaign, signing off on most major decisions. He was just in Bahrain working on Middle East peace. He had a hand in the immigration deal. I mean, it seems ages ago, I believe it was just a couple weeks ago, that the White House unveiled, and he is now on this trip. It's not surprising that Jared pops up everywhere, but it is a little confusing to people, especially his critics, what exactly he is doing and what his value add is.
Karine, I always come back to all the reporting in Ashley's paper and others that the CIA flagged his background investigation. Yeah. It's really hard to get a CIA flag. I mean, the FBI goes through and they bring certain things to the attention of the White House counsel's office, and that's standard for lots of people, present company included. But it is not normal for the CIA to flag a security clearance like they did, Jared.
Nothing is normal about this presidency.
Yeah.
It is the most abnormal thing. First of all, just bringing your daughter and your son-in-law into the presidency and giving them senior advisor titles,
yeah,
and giving just Jared in particular such a large portfolio. I mean, yeah, we learned that he was doing diplomacy, right, via Tillerson this week. It is the most bizarre thing, and dangerous. This is dangerous. This is our national security that we're talking about. And, you know, it's almost like, how do you stop the madness? How does it end? Can it please end? Because one day we're going to walk in, Jared himself is probably going to walk into a situation that it's going to take all of us in. And how do we get out of there? That will be dangerous.
Frank, it's also been reported that Jared communicates via WhatsApp and other encrypted texting apps with world leaders. I mean, are there, I mean, the CIA flagged his background check. Are there ongoing concerns from your perspective?
Well, we could spend an hour talking about unsecure comms, which this White House is rife with, and simply refusing and thumbing their nose at standard protocols to use especially encrypted, very hard to break encryption for comms. But with regard to the role of Kushner and other family members, look, we've got amateurs increasingly running our foreign policy. If you or I were to consult with a surgeon about some relatively simple surgery, we might ask them, how many times have you done this? What's your success rate? How many years have you been board certified? We've got rookies. We've got people, yeah, who haven't even had the medical school education equivalent of foreign policy, and they are alone running our things. And as increasing numbers of acting directors and cabinet secretaries come and go and no one's in charge, we're left with Jared Kushner trying to figure it out. That makes the world also increasingly unstable.
Mm-hmm. Frank Figliuzzi and Ashley Parker, we're grateful to both of you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.